Welcome, everybody, to the Two Sides of a Coin podcast, episode 131. I'm one of your hosts, Frank, a.k.a. Beld, or as all my boys know me,
Beldy.
Oh, my God. I thought we forgot about that one.
You thought I was going to forget? No
LD.
chance.
Nah, we not rocking with that. We not jacking that. Not Beldy, young Sicario Pimp Frank. Okay, thanks.
Shit. Okay.
To the right is, of course, Helicopter Man himself, Triple D, landing his mean on all the wealth. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you for having me back.
I love that ad-lib. We gotta record that ad-lib and just have it as a soundboard.
Like a little soundboard.
Ping. Yeah, and every time you drop some wisdom, we just put that by.
It just makes it ignorant immediately.
Yeah, that's fire. You gotta clip that.
Yeah,
we should clip that.
What?
I'm just gonna have you record that shit on a loop, and then every time
I got you.
Yeah, you should do that.
Nah, we'll think about it.
Yeah, don't drop the sauce. Anyways, and last but not least, the infamous, famous. We all love him. Some of us hate him. Some of us want to touch him. Not me. Nastiest man alive. Kama Sutra Don. The one who invented hunching through jeans. I don't know what else.
No, I did not.
Hunching through jeans was such a dumb idea.
Yeah, that was a thing that was invented for a long time.
What?
By you, sir.
How many jeans you hump through?
I ain't gonna hold with you. There's a couple times I got off the inside of my jean, bro.
No.
I ain't even say nothing either.
You just let that shit go.
I'm gonna be honest.
And you know what's bad? Like, you know how hard it is to get that shit out of your jeans, bro?
Yo.
It's like natural starch in your jeans.
Yo.
His crotch is mad stiff.
Like crunchy crotch, nigga.
Yeah,
Crunchy
man.
crotch.
And you got it all in your hair. It's just like, it's like icicles on your hair.
It's like,
That's definitely, if we're replacing Beldy with crunchy crotch.
Yo, that sounds crazy. It's the Raw Dog McGraw from the East, West, South, and North. We all love him. B-Rye El Bellaco.
Whoa, okay. I like it.
You like that one?
Yeah, I went
give me your
Latino
name.
with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Say what up to everybody, bro. They missed you.
Oh, hi, what's up?
That's how you say it?
Yeah.
Did you miss them?
Hi, no.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I want to say thank you for everybody who's
Yeah,
listening
thanks.
and watching to our latest episode, of course. We are the two sides of a coin. I don't usually know where to go ahead and direct everybody, so I'm going to direct you to Dels.
TwoSidesPodcast.com for our latest episode. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts. If you're listening this far, find us on Instagram at Two Sides Podcast, Twitter, same thing. Share it with your friends. Share it with your girl. Share it with your man. Share it with your side man, your side girl. Share it with your mama and your grandmama.
Damn.
Would you guys say we're like a male focused podcast?
I would say that our demographic is most definitely male in the sense of things that they can agree with, but females get a perspective of how males think, so they're interested to listen as well.
Okay. All right. I like that description of us, because I was just going to say, yeah, we're misogynist as fuck on here.
Nah, I try to toe the line.
You try to toe the line?
I do my best.
They definitely know you do.
Who's
but
they?
Speaking of that as well, shout out to everybody who gives us feedback. We highly appreciate that.
Fact.
And we definitely take it into consideration, because we could use it. Of course, we're not the best. We're striving to be the best, but sometimes Brian is late, and that's just what it is. So keep giving us feedback. Go ahead and pump up those ratings on iTunes. I don't know what the fuck you guys do.
Pump up the ratings?
Yeah, I don't know what they do, man. I'm 31. I don't know.
Bitch, you ain't old.
Anyways, it's a new episode. This one's actually special because we're all survivors. We survived quite a few things. The first one being we live in Florida, and we survived Ian, everyone. So let's go ahead and Delson dropped a round of applause cue.
Any round of applause would never top whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
It's a great job, bro.
Thanks.
Of course, Ian passed through over the weekend. Well, actually, it hit like Thursday or Wednesday. It was like Wednesday night.
Wednesday into Thursday.
Wednesday into Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday into Thursday last week. So first and foremost, we want to just send our condolences to everyone who was majorly affected by the storm. We've seen houses destroyed, lots of flooding. This is probably the most flooding I heard people get affected by than any hurricane I ever lived through, and I've lived through quite some hurricanes. But this was the one that I seen a lot of people post. Hey, my house got flooded. My house, there's water coming in, and I was like, whoa, like. This was a Cat 1 when it came towards us, like in Orlando. Yeah. So for me, anybody who's outside the state of Florida who doesn't live in Florida and never experienced a hurricane, you kind of gauge it off what the level was going to be. Like, all right, when we were kids, it's like, oh, tropical storm. Yeah, we definitely playing Manhunt outside. Right, we chilling. Oh, Category 1? We could probably play for a little bit. It starts getting dark. We might have to go in. Mm-hmm. Anything past that is like, nah, we staying in the crib. But one tropical storm, like, all right, us being Floridians, you guys are already dads. Like, another hurricane comes by, the girls and the kids are grown up. You're probably gonna let them play in the backyard a little bit.
Maybe.
If there's a Category 1, we're in the eye of it or something. You might feel right. What you said, Brian?
I let them run around a little bit.
Hey, let them have a little fun. But anybody outside of that would probably deem us like crazy. Like, are you nuts? Why would you do that? Mm-hmm. And for me, I thought that was going to be the same thing. Like, we were going to get a regular, tropical storm. That's what it was at one time. And fam, it wasn't that. It knocked out my power. I was out without power for 2.5 days.
No motherfucker smell like chimichurri.
What?
Yo.
Fam, I had to throw out everything in my fridge. My fridge literally smelled like Jeffrey Dahmer's house.
Oh,
it was disgusting. Like, it went but it was almost like immediately. Like, it was like one day it was okay, and then the next day I woke up and it just smelled like
a head was in your freezer.
Yeah, like a head, and just someone shat on the walls and just smeared it, and then took one of those blow dryers and just went like this.
That's what happens when you shop in the clearance rack.
That's the food. That's why the food smell like that.
They had one day left. You're like, let me get this shit. Yeah, it's on sale.
And that was a stupid. Why? Okay, let me ask you. Why the fuck do people buy food before a hurricane if you're gonna lose power? I don't understand. You can't even cook.
You gotta buy canned food. You gotta buy shit like that.
Fam, I bought mad shit you had to cook. I'm like, why do this? Like, I immediately, as soon as the power went out, I'm like, all this shit about to go bad.
Did you realize that it was all available?
The stuff that was there is the stuff that you cop, right?
I'm over here copping chuletas, a fucking pound of round fucking steak eye.
10 pounds of fucking ribeye and shit.
Yo, I'm like, oh, we gonna eat good during the hurricane. 300, boom. Food stamps gone. Right out the pocket. That's how they all went out. And I'm like, a day later, food done. I was about to eat that shit raw because I was so sad about the money I spent. I was just going to eat this shit raw and, do what it do. I was going to blame it on Hurricane Ian, do a little story, Oh, I got fucked up. Couldn't eat right. I had to eat my family.
All right, Jeff.
Jeff ain't eat his family. He was loyal to them. He ate everyone else.
Nah.
He was sick.
That was, for me, that was the worst of it, though. Losing power and losing food. Yeah. But yeah, seeing people's homes straight up get destroyed by water was pretty fucking sad. Yeah. Especially some of our friends were affected by it. So,
fuck yeah.
Yeah, for those who were affected by the hurricane, we're with you. We understand if you ever want to reach out. Brian definitely has enough funds to help.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's what I heard at dinner.
Fuck.
What about you guys? Your hurricane experience?
No, I was just gonna say something real quick because I know it's bad. It's sad. A lot of people died in South Florida.
Yeah.
It's
like 53. They counted.
No, 70 plus.
70?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Damn.
Last I heard, it was 70 plus. But as far as the company I work for, they're sending people down there to work. If volunteers. But you get.
I was about to say, like, selling phones? You said to work, but I understand now.
It's kind of tone deaf.
Nah.
You just sell a bunch of technology to people who don't have homes.
Hey, you can't charge this, but.
Here's a charger. Selling them a charger and shit.
Take a picture of shit.
Hey, be out. Nah.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
But
you can't charge it, but you got at least 8 hours worth of battery.
Yo, we go to hell, bro. Nah, the first thing I thought that ass was like after the pandemic and shit, like all these motherfucking displaced New York people.
Yeah,
the motherfuckers had to be shook.
They had to be like, yo, why the fuck I moved here? Like I seen that online too, Delsa. That's funny you say that. It's like I seen like all the people who came from out of state. Being a major portion of that was from New York City, but a lot of people came from California and Midwest and stuff, and now they experiencing even though California people experience earthquakes, but earthquake ain't no hurricane, man.
No
hurricane, it's different, dog.
And it ain't done. It ain't done. There's a couple in the Atlantic right now.
Yeah, I seen that too.
Rumbling and bumbling.
Just like 2004.
Damn.
Again.
It's a good chance it won't hit us though, but if it does, I hope it hits.
That's what they said about Ian too, motherfucker.
What?
But the reason why we got so much rain is the speed of the storm.
It was going slow, right?
It was 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That shit was just cooking. Smacking us
I ain't gonna
around.
lie, it felt good though. Like outside felt great.
It felt nice.
Tomorrow, did you see the weather tomorrow?
No. What?
Yeah, we're 31. The weather tomorrow is gonna be high as 70 something.
Oh, wow. You talking about the weather?
Yes, sir. 31. And happy to talk about the weather.
And we also get excited for it too.
Yeah, I put a little hoodie on.
I'm gonna be inside.
I think I'm gonna wear my Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Oh, I got mine on right now. My knees out and exposed.
All right, but how was y'all hurricane experience? Anything happen like bad for you guys?
Nah, for me, I didn't lose any power, didn't lose anything. I was chilling in my house.
Wow.
Chilling.
So you was just regular storm night for you.
Yeah, I was just playing video games all night. Chilling.
Wow, man. Lucky you.
Sorry.
That's nice.
We're not all that lucky, I guess, right?
No,
I'm thankful.
not.
No, I'm really thankful because a lot of bad shit happened to people. So
were your kids with you?
No, they were with their mom.
Okay.
But they were safe. They were like in a.
So chose mom over dad at the end of the world. Got it.
Huh? It was not the end of the world. It was a Cat 1. I already knew as soon as it was a Cat 1, I was like, well, we're gonna be okay here in Orlando. But yeah, fucking. What the fuck?
Alexa just trying to say shut up.
Like that area, the Sanibel, Captiva area, that whole shit got destroyed, bro. And I heard like there's like a bridge or something and it's not allowing like people to go over there and shit. And that shit is like fucking everything up over there.
Did you guys see like the before and after pictures of like Fort Myers and shit?
It just looked like it was populated and then it looked like it was
desolated. Like
destroyed.
Desolate. Like somebody dropped a fucking nuke.
For a second, I thought it was like a before and after, and the before was the shit destroyed. For a second, like I was looking at it, I'm like, is that what they were building it? And then I was like, oh shit, the fucking hurricane took that shit off, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. But like shredded it, like shredded. I was like, wow, man. I don't remember a hurricane that's done something like that for quite some time. Like in the past decade, I don't remember what was the last big major hurricane we went through, and I don't even remember.
Fucking Charlie.
This last decade, but Charlie was 2004, right? Yeah, from the 2010s to now, bro. I don't remember a hurricane.
The only one was I think was it Maria that fucked up or Irma?
That was Puerto Rico.
I know PR got fucked up by one of them.
We're talking about Florida.
Like Florida. I know, but I'm just saying, like, just
Maria
to be cognizant, we live in Orlando,
and
this is little Puerto Rico. So if we don't at least mention those, then they will.
Oh, they're gonna hate us. Yeah, you're right. That's true.
But no disrespect. And then the last time they got the hurricane recently, they all lost power on the whole fucking island.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
So like, but here, as far as Florida, I mean, Orlando, we don't catch it. I mean, at the worst, we don't catch it anywhere near as bad as the coast. Yeah. It's just the reality.
Yeah.
And we're prepared for it based on how we're built. And based on what happened in Charlie, like, it's not going to happen like that again ever in Orlando.
Yeah.
We just have to brace, take some time off like a fucking snow day, may lose some power, and just be prepared. Don't be ignorant. Don't be stupid.
Yeah. Don't be like me where you do a compra with everything you got to cook.
Don't do compra with the shit that's available. You look at the shelves and it'll tell you, yo, that's what I should have bought.
I thought I was coming
and
out.
You know what? Being in Florida,
nobody want them damn steaks. Stupid ass. Nobody want this chuleta? Dummy.
Yo, the cashier was like,
eating them shit.
Go ahead, buddy. Spend all your money here.
He must have a generator. That's what I would assume. He has a generator.
Or he's an idiot.
Yeah. Or he about to have his last feast.
He gotta have a generator, or he about to eat all this tonight.
Yeah, like this. It's one of the two. Okay. Well, what about you, D?
I was here with my kids, man. I just decided, and I don't like to do this, but I decided to have them in my room sleep. Went to sleep late. We were chilling, watching TV, and I want to say we went to sleep at like 12. But what Mia kept saying is like, "Papi, it sounds like a cat is meowing outside," because that's what the wind sounded like. And she wasn't shook, and we were looking outside. The tree right here like lost a bunch of branches, and she can tell the wind was strong. Luna didn't give a fuck. She was in her own world, chilling, and we just went to sleep in the room. And it started getting hot in the middle of the night. And then I looked, and my Nest camera stopped working at 2:15.
So you're like, fuck.
So I knew it was like, but it was cool in my house because you know how I keep my house. And then I just, I was chilling for the rest of the day. And then I took the kids back to their mom just so they can not be hot. By the time I got home, the power was back.
Boom. You was hyped too.
I was already here.
You was here, but ass.
Man, I was waiting for you.
Oh, damn.
Everybody get your roll on.
But yeah, I mean, my experience was mild. I know people that had a fucking pond behind their house. Yeah. I know people that had no power. I know people that haven't got their power back.
Fuck.
As we record this. So, and that's here locally. So everybody has a different experience. I have people that have no internet. Yeah. Like with either Spectrum or AT&T. No. Like there's just a lot of people going through different shit. Yeah. Now, if you got Cricket,
I had all that
shit. Your ass to another company.
I had all that shit.
Yeah, all that shit. He had experienced nothing wrong. Food good, light good, video game good,
fire,
chilling.
I had a great time.
Low key, Brian is the type of person to find something negative out of that.
Do you want to know what the negative thing was?
Well, you can't use Uber Eats or some shit?
They had a closed motherfucking Chick-fil-A, nigga. I wanted them shits to be open still, what?
You want it for your convenience.
Yeah. What the fuck?
There was a hurricane blowing through. I pulled up to the drive-through, didn't have a single chicken sandwich in sight.
God, I was standing. I drove my shit up.
Was there any attempts at a D appointment while the power was out?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I didn't think it, but I just thought about it. I didn't do nothing, but I thought about it. I'm like, yo, if a girl goes to a D appointment during this hurricane, that bitch is crazy.
What?
Crazy or nasty with the power out?
With the power out,
you going over homeboy crib while the power? I mean, he already got sweaty chimmy-quee between his ass and his balls. Fuck. So you going over to go suck the chimmy-quee sweat?
Hey!
How many?
Suck it. Why she gotta?
What's the over under on the chimmy-quee sweat?
If Shorty going over, dude, no
what's
power?
the over under in Orlando as far as the chimmy-quee sweat sucking bitches out there?
Yo,
sorry.
Over
Yeah,
what?
Bitches, yo.
What's the over under? Like
what is it? What do you mean? Like how many of them are
nowadays?
Doing it?
Yo, bitches is sucking asshole, bro.
Shit,
like
dope.
Nowadays, girls is literally
they want you
sucking dudes' assholes, and dudes is letting that shit rock.
How you know that?
And right from the gym too.
Hold on. How you know that?
Why you took it to the side?
I gotta find out this answer
me
without.
I know what?
How you know that? What you just said?
What I say?
How's that bad? What I said? Yeah, we gotta bring the rate. We gotta bring the tape back.
You, bro. Especially these bitches is single that like looking for a dude. They probably so desperate they into like dudes who like I want you to like put your feet in my butt. Like,
no. Niggas be putting their feet.
Wait, hold on. Dive like that.
She puts her feet in his butt. Why?
Yo, what's
I'm
wrong
telling
with
you, bro. But I'm
there,
just saying, like, I think now, like, single women are way more down for the freaky shit just because they want a man. So, like, that's what I'm saying. That shit we talking about here, like, hurricane, no power. Shorty sliding through and she licking all that sweat off your ass.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
At least you clean.
Hold on.
The guy, I mean.
Fuck no.
He gonna be nice and clean.
Yo, if we had any doubt that this is a misogynistic podcast, we turned Hurricane Ian to bagging, to talking shit about women of eating asshole. How do we do that?
Or women going over at dick appointments during a hurricane. Damn. You that desperate is crazy.
I know.
mean,
if
a dude is willing to give you dirty, sweaty pee-pee, that's how much you mean to him. Think about it that way. If he's willing to invite you where he knows his shit,
but what if they like? But some women like that. Some women like the
the schmeg.
Yeah, and they coming right out the gym, boy. Right out the gym.
That's fucking nasty. Like, that's even nasty as a man. Like, you doing that with a girl who you gonna kiss later. That's disgusting.
Nah, I mean, like, that's like a one-way ticket for, like, if you know Shorty got a UTI all the time, or she always complaining about
that's
peeing,
definitely stafh. That's a staph infection.
Yeah, that shit blown up like this.
Shit. Oh, shit.
That's disgusting. I would never. Yeah. That's nasty.
Oh,
but yeah,
that
if
shit
you
got out of control.
Ladies, if you went over a dude's crib during the hurricane and he had no power, do better, shorty. Yeah, that's what he think of you. He think of you as Jimmy Pee. That's it.
Yo, Shorty willing to come through with Jimmy John?
That's crazy. You're not. That's nasty.
Shout out to Shorty. She a loyal one though.
That's what I was gonna say. There's
pros and cons. She probably hygiene low, loyalty high.
I don't want to date. I don't want to date. Hygiene low, loyalty high.
It could be both things. Could be true though.
The sliders just look like that.
Why can't the sliders all just go up one day?
Because our sliders
one low, one high.
Come on, Frank. Our sliders ain't all the way up.
You're right, bro. My sliders ain't all the way up, man. Guy, when he said height, kept it at 0.
He put the stat at 10. 10 out of 100.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, shit. But yeah, anybody who has been affected by Hurricane, and we hope the destruction or whatever that was to a minimal, and we hope you and your family are well. And for those who did lose family members or lost anybody they love, we're sorry.
Oh, sorry.
This is, an unfortunate part of life that we could never avoid, to be honest. Hurricanes are just natural. And all we could do is just hopefully be prepared for the next one. And like Del said, there's possibly more coming.
Bruh. Buy some batteries and shit and put it to the side. That's what that's one thing Jonty's super prepared, nigga. We opened up I was like, what the where all these fucking batteries and shit come from?
Yeah, my motherfucker said.
You guys got that doomsday kit, huh?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
She's like, Brian's like, yo, if you need candles, yo, I got mad candles.
Yeah,
for the last 4 hurricanes.
He's like,
because Jonty's
if
super
you need
prepared.
Kevlar, you need armor, I got it all.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look, I even got a bungalow over here in the bunker. Look. What the fuck is that? All canned corn? Yeah, it's for 30 years. You want to live here?
Move in.
Okay. All right. So, fellas, now that we got past the hurricane, we had just actually came from vacation into the hurricane.
Fact.
So before devastation, there was alleviation.
Gratification.
And gratification. And sexification.
Nah, none of that.
So I think
speak for yourself, buddy.
I don't know if we talked about on the last episode where we were going, but we ended up going to Colombia, specifically the city of Medellin. If you know, the Medellin is a city that was known for the cartel, specifically Pablo Escobar. But now it's known for its beauty and marvel of modernization of buildings mixed with nature. As they said in that survey of Forbes, calling it the third prettiest city in 2022. And honestly, it is as gorgeous as they say, man. Coming into the airport, and coming into an airport that's on a mountain is fucking wicked. That's wild. I didn't even expect that. And then going down the mountain, going towards the city, and seeing the scenery of just the city below you is... I couldn't even explain it. It was like a picture just painted right there. We're just watching. I'm like, yo, this is nuts. We're going down there. Is that where we're staying from up here? So,
and then also, like, if you're scared of flying and you've been on a plane for like several hours, and then you arrive in Medellin, and then you got a driver, and he's going down the hill just whipping that shit. He whipping that shit with no regard for life. He just whipping that shit.
Whipping.
All you see is the fucking hills down, but he's been down this road before, and all you see is death and destruction underneath.
And the car
but he's
doing
out
this.
there.
And he whipping it. I'm talking about drifting.
I don't even know what kind of cars they had out there.
I don't know what the fuck he had, but that shit had me a little pumped. Had me a little scared. But it was cool. Other than that, beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous scenery. We stayed in where? Poblado. right? Apparently, like the expensive area of Medellin. So first and foremost, expensive for them in Colombia. For us in America is probably average, maybe. I would say like what? I don't know.
I don't even want to. I feel like I'm shitting on them, but truth be
Goldenrod?
told, and Bates,
G-Rod and Bates.
Damn.
yeah. Nah, all jokes aside, it was like it was a nicer area. There were some areas that we ended up walking around to that were nicer than where we were staying. Our hotel was really nice, but we were like in the middle of downtown.
Yeah.
So like it just like felt like a little bit more grungier. But it was like, you know, like a low to medium income in the States.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with Dels. It was like if we went to Wall Street. Like, it's not too many poor people here because we're here.
Fact.
But then it's like, that'll even see the rich people either. It's all right.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, I don't want to get big picture too early, but it just put a lot of shit in perspective for me.
Yeah, major. So speaking of that, right? We stay in what's deemed the nice area of Medellin. We get out to the hotel, and immediately the culture shock smacked me in the face.
It shouldn't take but 2 seconds.
It took 2 seconds for me to get out the car and have someone grab my maletas, aka suitcases and bag. I have my girlfriend yelling in my ear, "Why are you giving this person our bags?"
The motherfucker
And then
like
I'm going
Beetlejuice.
outside, and I'm like, I don't know. It looks like he just asked me in front of the hotel, thinking he works here. Mind you, buddy's like wearing an Adidas hat that's leaning, got like shit stains on his shirt. Definitely had a cigarette, I'm sure, in his ear. And he's like, "Yeah, but I got you." I'm like, "All right." And then the actual hotel workers came out. I was like, "Yo," they almost like shoot him away like fucking dogs around a steak. It's like, go. I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" These were random panhandlers. They didn't even work for the hotel.
You know what's the craziest part? It wasn't crazy, but the funniest part is that when we got back inside and we were like, you know, getting checked in or whatever.
Yeah.
And like they looked at me like I was the one that paid for everybody to fucking pull up to this hotel.
Yep.
They looked at me. I don't know why they looked at me. They're like,
they were looking at Dels like he was ready to pay.
I'm like, what the fuck? Why y'all looking at me for? Like,
they were like,
"Hey, papi.
Hey, 5,000."
I don't want to feel like we shitting on them people, but goddamn.
Nah, we gonna have some fun. Fuck that. It's our cast. All right, we gonna have some fucking fun here.
Hold on.
Oh shit.
They don't even got headphones to hear this shit. So.
Say what?
They ain't got no headphones.
They don't even got headphones to hear this
Yo,
shit.
fam,
So
when he kept asking,
Facts.
what got me was the same person would just stay outside the hotel. So anytime we left the hotel, he'd be like, "Mira, papi, I put the bath for you. 5,000."
Oh,
I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck? No, it wasn't you." I just lied so I didn't have to pay him. Like, he would just sit on the floor and just stay waiting for me to come outside and tell me he fucking put my bags in.
Yeah.
Waiting for that money, man.
Still waiting.
Anyways, yeah. Love the hotel. Absolutely love the hotel.
Beautiful.
The
Rooftop fire.
The weird part of the hotel is like, it's in the middle of everything. So there's like, there's no fucking noise-proof windows. You just hear everything that goes on outside. It's party until 6 a.m. And then it's like almost like the construction workers and the party people fucking hit each other to tag out.
No,
and the construction workers just come on, jackhammer fucking nothing just to make noise.
They're the same people. They just change they just change their fits. They
just go to work.
Yo.
Bam, highlighter vest. Bam, they go back to work.
Go right to work.
Damn.
There's no question, bro. The music was popping all night.
All night, bro.
And then after that, it was construction workers doing nothing. They were just jackhammering
all
the floor.
day.
I just saw a big ass hole in the floor. I didn't see any purpose for the hole, but I saw a hole.
Yeah.
I seen a lot of holes, bro.
Holes.
Both.
Facts.
Speaking of that, let's talk about Medellin's source of income.
Damn.
So apparently,
were they selling pussy?
They that is a real thing in Medellin. So apparently prostitution is legal, and we got a firsthand look at it because it was everywhere. When I say everywhere, I mean it was like having Starbucks in motherfucking, I don't know, California. That's how many whores was on the wall. But the sad part about it is there was also young women doing it.
Yeah.
That was the
weird as fuck.
Crushing part about seeing all that was like there was legit girls, like they looked like teenage girls that were selling their bodies in. For me, I understand it was, and I'm not gonna call nobody out, but I was getting hella of DMs saying, "Oh, you went over there with your girl, you're crazy. Oh, people only go to Medellin for one reason.
Facts.
Dudes only go with their boys for one reason." I got like 4 different DMs from people
Facts.
saying that when they see my story, and I was like, "Damn, dog, like y'all come out and do this, like you probably sleeping with a teenage girl and don't even know it. Like that's fuck. That's weird to me. Like whatever, sex workers, go ahead, pay for pussy. I don't give a fuck. But seeing it in person and seeing the demographic of age and how these women and young girls are making money, that shit crushed me, dog.
The number one thing that I took from it was going to restaurants and the sign saying no sex tourism. And then,
that's crazy.
And then going to a hotel, and part of the agreement of you being able to stay in the hotel.
Yeah, you can't bring no horse.
You cannot bring any prostitutes. They want it to be a wholesome, clean area.
Fucked up, though.
It's what?
It's fucked up. What if
she's
she's
fucked
wholesome?
up, bro? She got bed bugs in her vagina right now.
Yo,
this shit is crazy, bro.
Bed bugs?
Bed bugs, bro. This shit, cootie cat smelling like I don't even have a word for it. I'm sure.
Cootie cat.
She probably did a 12, a double. She ran
That's disgusting.
Well, it's just a
reality.
reality.
Double shift though.
No, but yeah, that's it. You're right. The fact that you had to literally sign a clause to agree to not bring prostitutes in a hotel is crazy. But how would they even know if they're prostitutes? Like, what if you just caught them like some jeans?
I could have got there. Like,
no, it's
for all they know, my girlfriend could have been a prostitute the whole time.
Yeah, it's who you check in with, bro. That's why they like if you have a certain number of guests, they'll charge you more.
Oh,
and since the entrance to the elevator, they see you every time.
Yeah,
part of their plan is to know who's coming in and out.
Oh, we know they snitched there.
Yep,
they're a bunch of snitches.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Brian couldn't cop those too. Remember? Nah, but that shit was crazy, man. Seeing prostitution like that. Like, I've seen it before, OBT and fucking Vegas, where it's legal as well. But, like, seeing it and then seeing, like, anybody could do it, like, any age of woman could do it, I thought that was just fucked up, man. I really did.
That was the most fucked up thing you seen? Or was it the newborn that was on the side of the fucking
That was fucked up, too.
That shit was crazy, bro. A lot of newborns, too.
So, yeah, we stayed in a really nice area, but there was quite the large amount of prostitution, quite the large amount of panhandling, and that's anywhere. But this was like too concentrated in one area for me. It was like prostitution, panhandler, and then fucking, it looked like almost like a indigenous tribe that came from outside the city and moved in the city and trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And they were literally like on every corner. Dude, they had, oh my God, they had little girls dancing for money at like 1:30 in the morning. It was like a family of 5, and the mom just had like another baby. First of all, who is fucking these women?
Oh my God.
What is going on here?
Don't worry. I thought the same thing.
Who's having sex with homeless women and then being out?
I'm pretty sure there's other indigenous guys that are like working
Did you
their
see
jobs
one?
too.
Well, there was like a few of them.
There's a baby there.
Do you remember the guys? They were like selling like the necklace and shit. It was like by Domino's.
Yeah.
You guys remember? They were like always
yeah.
on the floor. They had like the shit in their nose.
Yeah, him. Yeah.
So you think he's the one smashing all them, having them kids?
I mean,
there was like 5 of them in the streets that had newborns, bro.
But
shit was weird.
They run by a different set of rules, bro. They don't run by the same set of rules we do.
I know that
shit. It could be that. I don't know.
That shit's crazy, bro.
They don't run by the same set of rules.
That shit crushed me. But yeah, seeing it was hard to decipher us being in a nice area when all of that was in front of your face constantly. Like, it was just a constant reminder, like, oh, we're in a fucking shit country, like, any aspect of economically, you know. And it's crazy because the country's so pretty. Like, the city is beautiful. Like, San Francisco is beautiful, but then you turn around a corner, oh, look, human feces. Like, all right, well, fuck. And oh, look at a crackhead smoking crack. Like, there was like, it's just plain gorgeous how nature and the city formed together. But then everything else is fucked up. Like, everything else. So, yeah, I don't know. I love Colombia a lot. any aspect of scenery.
We went to the
but it was definitely a love-hate thing with it for me, especially after I got sick the first night. Getting too fucked up.
That's what there's grown men to drink and there's children to drink.
And what am I? The grown man.
Children.
Oh, come on.
There's a lot of people that went too hard on the first night.
That was
and then
me,
people
for sure.
on the second night, they're nah, motherfucker. I was ready for the second night. Brian went too hard the second night. The third night.
Nah.
Yeah, man, I was there every night.
Third night I was out there too.
That was the third night he went hard. The third night.
I went
Second
hard
night,
every night.
We did the night tour.
Nah,
I was out there every night, nigga.
Nah, this nigga.
Stop playing, bro. I took one nap.
Yeah, you took no nap until the next day, motherfucker.
Until the next day?
All
right.
That's a lie.
Where do you guys want to start? Positives or negatives? I already told you my negatives. The panhandlers.
Yeah, we shouldn't start with the shit show, but let's start with negative across the board. I'll start with my negative. The number one thing I did not like about Colombia, because it's just funner it's shittier to get this out the way, it's just the panhandlers, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was overwhelmingly annoying.
Yeah.
So, like, as soon as we got out the fucking van, they did the shit to Frank, and then it got us, and then some reason they wanted me to pay. Fuck them. Didn't pay him shit, went there, left, and never paid him a fucking dime. They can eat my fucking nutsack. That's first. The fucking random rappers that would come with a boombox. Yeah. So, mind you guys, like...
They were nice.
Some of them were actually pretty
the ones in Comuna 13 were fire.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers is funny. But they would chase you around with a speaker, and if you speak any Spanish, they'll just start rapping random shit to you. And they just start saying shit like whatever you're wearing or what you look like, you whatever the fuck going on. That was the other thing. And then the fucking homeless families doing the little dance and shit, and the babies, the newborn babies, and all that shit was really, really difficult. And
to see, right?
And it just put a lot of perspective for me. I mean, that's the pro from it, but them panhandlers, like, we started to do it towards the end between everybody that was on the trip. Shout out to everybody that was on the trip, by the way, if you guys are listening.
For real. Fuck with gang.
Fucking everybody. There was a lot of us there. But we were like, 5,000. And to translate to those that don't speak Spanish, it's 5,000. 5,000 pesos is like $1 American.
Yeah.
And they would just come around, just 5,000, just asking for money all over the fucking place. And that shit was hella annoying.
Yeah. What about you, bro?
Negative, huh?
Outside of pushing your girlfriend up hills.
I would say negative about this is that they need to pave their roads better. No, I'm just kidding. I would say my negative. Nah, bro. I
have another one, too.
I mean, personally, there is, but there's not, like, as far as the trip is concerned, there isn't really anything that I dislike that much. It was all...
So I'll add...
I know what.
Oh, go ahead.
Food.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, there's a lot of food that we picked that may have not been the best spot in Colombia. So we got some, like, food that may have been authentic, but it was still kind of like... It was like bland, and then the service was like... It took, like, hours for us to get shit.
Oh, my Lord.
It's just like...
That's probably up there. Service in Colombia is terrible.
Well, I think it's just, this culture is different. They're just like trying to chill, but at
fuck
the same
out of
time,
here. Come
it's
serve
just like,
my state.
Yeah, bro, give me the food. Real, like, do everything fast. But we're used to the U.S. because of that.
Dog, that's probably one up there. Brian.
But yeah, that's
food
I would
service.
say that would be my main complaint. Is I was always like really waiting for food. Like, damn, unless it was like the actual hotel itself, that was quick for the most part, and like I always got my food and I always enjoyed it. But otherwise, when we used to go to those small spots, we used to always get effed in the A.
Isn't it ironic that the best food we had the best service?
Yeah,
I would say I'm with Ryan. I think one problem I had about the food is like my expectation was I'm gonna get some gas Hispanic food, and our first night there, we go to a spot that's literally like based off Colombian food. And my shit was whack. Mind you, I got a tomahawk that in USD equated to $20.
So
I mean,
you got what you
in
paid
reality, if I was to eat a $20 tomahawk in America, you guys would legit look at me and be like, "Yo, you eating fucking platypus. Raccoon?" Like,
can I ask him just a serious question here?
Yeah.
So we go into the establishment, right? And it's like off the street, man. You know, it's not really the most nice place. It's kind of dingy, and we're kind of ducked off in this weird corner with a bunch of tables just smacked together on mismatching chairs.
Dustin just said, man, he paint the picture now.
He's painting that picture for them. I don't remember that shit.
Call me Picasso. What on
Picasso, I like that.
Why on God's green earth did you think Tomahawk was good?
Fam, I don't know, Dels. I just thought I was gonna get a
$20 tomahawk. Though. You gotta take the chance when there's a $20 tomahawk.
My boy ate horse, bro.
I agree.
My motherfucker ate horse, raccoon,
that's a fact.
possum, armadillo.
Sure, I don't think that shit was beef, bro. I ate a beef skewer. I ate a beef skewer, and that shit was like, bro, bad. And I'm like, this is a skewer. Like, this is just a fucking pincho. Like, y'all niggas just season this and throw it on the thing. Like, how hard is that? And
my shit wasn't, and it was tough.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I was like,
I'm gonna keep it a whole bean with you, bro. I looked over at that plate. That did not look like beef, bro.
I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit, that ain't even look like a tomahawk. Shit like a fucking, like an ass cheek or some shit. Like they just gave me like
a cow booty,
like fucking walrus ass.
When that shit hit your plate, like, and the plate hit the table right in front of you, what was you thinking?
Bro, when it hit my mouth, it tastes like sawdust.
Yeah, shit.
It was like sawdust and rubber in one.
Oh, fuck.
And I was like, and then them french fries was doodle, bro.
The only one that got something good from there, I would say, well, from our side, because I didn't taste anyone else's food, was Alexis's skirt steak. That shit was actually straight.
And the drink was good. The frozen
the juices
drink, that shit was gas.
The juices were drink.
But yeah, facts. $20 tomahawk. If you guys go to Colombia, don't get it.
Frank, nobody's gonna find that specific spot, and God, I pray they don't find that spot. Yeah. And I'm gonna ask you just one more time because you didn't answer my question. What made you think it was a good idea to get the tomahawk?
It was our first night in Colombia. I'm like, you know what? I want to ball out because it was the most expensive thing on there, and then I didn't notice like 59,000 is really like $6. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was like, oh, all right. I'm about to bought 59 racks for the steak. I'm different.
With basketball shorts on and shit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm different. I like right now.
I like
then
that.
I got that tomahawk. Lord knew what he was doing for my stupid ass. Said, hey, or you balling? All right. Take this fucking clay steak.
They got so stupid ass.
Yo, dumbass ate the sawdust steak.
Yo.
As well, don't ask anybody with instruments to perform for you. They are going to charge you an arm and a leg, especially if they see you're American. And if it's two old dudes with an accordion, tell them fuck off.
They caused a lot of DV.
They caused a lot of stress and a lot of issues that night between some of the couples. Not gonna say names,
plural. Yeah.
I'm gonna say couples. So, but let's just say they came. Somebody who went on the trip with us.
Almost broke the other leg.
Y'all have to watch the video.
Went there first with the broke, almost left with the other one broke too. God damn it!
But yeah, they came in, played a few songs, and the motherfuckers basically wanted like $30 in Colombian money for like 2 songs.
Yeah,
and they weren't gonna go anywhere until we gave them that 30. They was chilling. Just, I felt weird because they were just standing there waiting for money. Like, that shit made me feel awkward. Like, yo, I'm never doing that again. And after we paid Homeboy the first time to sing, and he was good, we gave him bread, he was happy. He went off. These guys, we try to give him money, they say, oh no, we try to give him like, what, $20 and some shit? Yeah. They're like, nah, we want 30. What? Bitch, you would have thought we hired Mark Anthony.
He said it?
Jeez. Yeah. No, the way they acted, like motherfucker. Anyways, yeah, I'm with Delson. And Brian, food and panhandling probably was the worst 2 things in there, and transportation for me because a lot of that got me sick. Being in a hot ass bus with no AC and the shit stalling and jerking back and forth on the hill, Didn't do my tum good.
Smell pussy?
It smelled like bitch in here.
Oh shit!
Wow, my bad. I forgot I can fucking control my motion sickness.
This motherfucker said tum ain't feel so good.
It did it.
Hey, you want me to respect you?
Yeah, my shit didn't feel good.
You know what you say? You had fucking dysentery. That's what you say.
What I had?
That's man shit.
That's man shit. Rob threw up so much in one of them poor ass people houses, man.
Oh shit! You dead ass threw up?
Yeah, remember when we stopped to get like that food?
Yeah.
Anyways, all right.
Damn.
So that's probably the main negatives I had about it. But regardless of what, let's go on to positives then, shall we?
Yes.
Positives. Hotel was lit. We was always lit. Everything was super cheap, right? We all felt like we was Jeff Bezos, huh? Because there was a lot of money that we thought we were spending, but we were not spending a lot of money at all. To the point that people was legit paying for the tabs, and we know that don't happen here.
Speaking for yourself, I be paying for a lot of tabs.
Hell nah. Where my shit at?
In Florida, I be paying for tabs.
I never get one. Pay for my shit tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
We out?
My Amazon tab.
Hey.
This nigga's Amazon tab stupid as fuck. Fat kid deals be smacking this motherfucker around
all day, baby.
That motherfucker.
FYI, speaking of that, so you know how we got the coffee from Colombia?
Yeah.
Mind you, we could stay on coffee right quick, but I bought a French press from that place. Yo, that shit broke in a day, bro.
From Colombia?
Yes, the one I bought from there broke in the same day. It's too
How'd
cheap.
you break it?
I guess I put too hot of water in it, and it like cracked the bottom. I literally had to buy another one.
It's one of those fancy ones, bro. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, so
I guess.
But
or it's cheap.
Yeah, that could be a positive. I like the coffee out there is different. It almost is like tea-esque. But to know that we've been drinking shit coffee, and that's not how coffee's supposed to taste, it fucks me up because I kind of like the taste of how shit coffee tastes compared to like what good coffee.
Yeah, I mean,
but there's
from now on,
shit coffee, and then there's shit coffee.
Now, when I tasted the coffee in Colombia, I noticed how burnt Starbucks tastes, and then I realized that the best thing I can do for myself is drink nitro cold brew. Nitro cold brew? That's the only thing I can drink from there now.
Yeah.
Because it's just a different way it's made and it doesn't taste burnt. So that's the only one. You ain't going to catch me without
taste
that.
The burniness and that
Bro,
shit.
that shit
I
tastes,
do too.
That shit tastes like char ass.
Bustelo now tastes a little bit burnt to me, overcooked. Yep.
Oh, so you didn't get no coffee from over there?
Nah, I didn't bring any.
Yeah, the coffee's definitely different, bro. I'll say, like, I've been drinking it lately.
I'll get you some.
With the French press, and it's so fine. Like, it's so light. It feels like I'm drinking tea, bro. But the caffeine, yesterday, my heart was like this.
Damn.
No lie. Because I had made too concentrated of a cup. I didn't notice how concentrated of a cup I made. And it's so light, you think it's just watered down, but it's not.
That motherfucker was thinking about me.
Whoa.
Mom liked it. I got her a bag, and that she really enjoyed that.
She liked it? Yeah.
She's like, I'm only gonna drink it a little bit.
That's good. Yeah, that shit had my heart fucking pumping OD, bro. But yeah, the food part, I can't believe the Hispanic food that we went for was the shittiest of service and not the best of food. And then we went out and ate like
sushi,
Asian food in Colombia, and that shit was gas.
Twice.
Was it twice?
Twice. Yeah, we went to Yaki Chan twice.
Yeah, twice.
No, we went 3 times. Because when we went the night out shit.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
The night out shit, we had remember the first spot we went to?
That was gas too. Yeah. Oh yeah, that first spot we went to was good. I forgot about that.
I thought Shorty was about to pick up.
But that was sushi too. How is the sushi in Colombia better than arroz, fucking beans and steak, bro? Like,
because they know Americans go there. Americans love sushi, and they just had quality products. I mean, they must have.
They had to, bro. It's
the
crazy.
Sushi was.
It's either that or we just didn't do the best research of what possibly was a good restaurant.
I would say that's true too.
Because even the Carmen dinner, like, that wasn't like your local Colombian food. That was like more so fine dining and different types of food. So like, at least the course meal me and Delson had, like, it was just a bunch of random shit. It wasn't like, oh, this is a Colombian twist on fucking something. It was just like, oh, this is fucking foie gras and duck balls. And Delson's like, ooh, my favorite.
I walk right through that thing.
Whoa. So yeah, the food was definitely disappointing. In a sense of I didn't even get a bandeja paisa. I know Brian did.
I got mine in. Fuck it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Other than that, nightlife was fun for the most part. I mean, it was lit, even though like their perception of Americans is a little weird. They think we still listen to 50 Cent and fucking Ja Rule heavily because a lot of the songs was like old 2000s hits instead of like what was going on now. Like I didn't hear one Lil Baby song at all.
What was I missed your pro.
Huh?
What was your pro?
My pro was definitely the scenery. The tours that we did. I love anything that has to do with history of a city or anywhere we're at. So I thought that was super interesting, especially the Pablo Escobar shit. Like, as sad as it was, to see there, like, to take it in for what it is like, yo, this at one time was the most dangerous city in the world because of this man. And he ran shit like this, during a time where social media and shit wasn't even a fucking footnote.
The internet wasn't even
it wasn't even a thing. This guy moved like fucking internal like CIA in his own city. When he used to tell us like, yeah, he'll stand here and over there is an airport. He would just watch people come in. I'm like, oh man, or the fuck that. I know it's cool in a sense, just history wise, but it's fucked up what that man did. Mm-hmm. The shit with the fucking girls where he had fucking basically cages for them girls in his jail that he made. Like it was pretty crazy, and then going to Comuna 13, the next day when we did the tour of Medellin.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. Like, going there, seeing how those people live. Like Delsa said, like, for me, it was positive in a sense of it brought a new appreciation of life for me. Mm-hmm. Like, seeing that and seeing how people live. Like, there was a time that we was walking. It was me, Alexis, Megan, and there was another guy. I forgot his name. The random dude that was with us that day? Alex. He was walking with us, and one of the little kids, when we were leaving back to the car, and a little kid came up to him, like, I think to me at first, and asked me, or maybe not me, asked, like, for money or some shit. And I didn't understand what he was trying to say. And then he went up to Alex, who spoke Spanish, and he asked for money, and Alex gave him, like, $10 in Colombian money, 10 pesos, whatever that was.
10,000.
10,000. And he gave it to him. The little kid just started giving us hugs and shit. And I'm like, oh, that shit's sad. Like, damn, I feel fucked up, sad as fuck. But then the kid went to the next group behind us and did the same shit.
You think they're gonna
so in my head, I'm like, damn. I was like, damn. As I felt so sad. He just sold me on emotion. Like, he just sold me on what I would have believed was a tender moment. Mm-hmm. And that was the hustle, because then he went to the next people. But the sad part about it is it's a little kid already thinking that way. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a kid who's already selling,
taking advantage,
who can manipulate. Mm-hmm. Like, that's going to be that kid's life from there on out. Mm-hmm. He's always going to try to figure it out on how to make money a certain way by manipulating life. Mm-hmm. And that was the part for me, was like, fuck, bro. Like, imagine us being kids. We had to figure that shit out like that, dude. That's what got me that day in a positive sense of, like, I thank God I live somewhere with that doesn't have to happen. Like, I can create a way for my kid. Like, none of y'all kids, Mace never has to do that. Like, Mace never has to. Shit. He doesn't even know that mentality, bro. And he was probably the same age as that kid.
I'm going to have to start teaching, boy.
Teach him how to pen.
Might have to start teaching, boy.
So, yeah, I mean, the culture, the way, another thing was the people being happy with the way they lived. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just came out of a hurricane complaining about power, and for the days I lost and the food I lost, but I could be way more mad about it. I could be living like that where I don't even know if I'm ever going to have food again. I'm blessed to be able to go get food even after a hurricane. Like, and those people are legit every day figuring out how they're going to eat. And it's thousands of them living amongst on top of each other.
Fuck.
It's fucking crazy, man.
And those houses, how they are, like, on top of each other like that. Shit is crazy.
Oh, bro. My God. And when we were in the
keep going up.
When we were in the carts, the cable carts.
Oh, hell no. Fuck that.
Like, the tour guy was telling us, like, yo, he was showing us where the poorest of the poor lived. Bro, and you see how those people live, even though one of them had, like, DirecTV. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's a lot of dishes out there.
Yeah, it was a lot. But, bro, their houses were like random metal sheets like that made up their roofs. And then, like, the homes were cracked or the doors, you could see the doors and, like, around the doors was, like, crumbling. It was just sad, bro. Like, when he was saying, he's like, yeah, these are the poorest of the poor in Medellin. And they were, like, living in hills, dude. It was just, fuck. It was sad and also, again, made me appreciate life when you did see some of them actually enjoying their day of what they're doing and where they live. Like, I couldn't even imagine me living like that and enjoying my life. I couldn't, but there was people who find joy in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was kids playing and shit like that, and that just, like Del said, that shit puts a lot of perspective, puts your life in a lot of perspective. Like, yo, I'm nowhere near rich at all, but fuck, I got a good life, man. I can't bitch. I got a good life. Whenever I could spend money on anything leisurely, at all, anything, that's even if I go buy a $3 meal from McDonald's, like, that's a blessing now.
There's a $3 meal at McDonald's?
Yeah, man, the McDouble bundle, baby. Go ahead, Brian, tell them about that.
Add bacon.
Just everything add bacon for Brian.
Yeah, I mean, I second everything that you're saying, like, as far as perspective and stuff like that. But my pro is definitely something mad simple.
Prostitutes.
No, I didn't partake in any of the prepagos.
Were you even tempted?
No, I don't do that, man. I don't know what the fuck the cootie cat been at.
Well, you never did it before, but I'm saying, was it like any part of you like, damn, I might do this for the first time?
No, I've never been about that.
There wasn't one shorty on the wall that was like, Dad, grabbing my attention.
No.
So I wanted to grab her coochie.
Nope.
One of our friends almost did. I'm not gonna say who. He was very close.
Which one?
I'm not gonna expose my friends on our cast.
Is it food that we eat?
Yes.
That's for us to know and you guys not to know.
Not to ever know.
Anyways, yeah, no, I wasn't with that shit. The number one thing I walked away with is just like, I just like the drinking atmosphere.
Yeah.
I just like going to a corner store, grabbing a beer, cracking that bitch, and walking down the street drinking like it's a Pepsi.
Yeah.
There's something about that was freeing.
Yeah, that was very freeing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I just felt like it was no pressure, and being there was dope because
you could do it in Japan.
It's open container in Japan?
Oh, shit. Buy a beer and walk around with it.
That's our next motherfucking step. Well, maybe not our next step, but we'll see. But that shit I liked a lot. And just because, I don't know, just being able to speak the language, even though it was a foreign language, because Colombian Spanish
Spanish definitely
different.
had me a little fucked up. I was like, huh?
The food was good in the nice places we went to, but if I had to hone it down, I guess it's just like vacation, bro. But there's no pressure, no nothing.
I love vacation, whereas I don't got to worry about shit. That is definitely something I highly miss about being in Medellin. It was like, there's at a point that I was ready to come home, but then I thought about it. Like, I'm home now, and like today was like my first full-on day of work, and I'm like, fuck, I miss when I was not doing nothing.
Nah, yeah, I work Friday, I work Saturday, and today I work 8 to 8.
Yeah, same here. I work, well, not the rest, but today I work 8 to 8.
So it's like I really don't miss this.
Yeah, not a bit, a bit, man.
But perspective is necessary for us to work harder, so we don't have to do the shit that we're doing right now.
Ooh, I met Sicario members. That was awesome.
I mean, awesome in the sense of
I can say that here in America because they're not gonna come after me. So, I met some of Pablo's hitmen. It's pretty cool. I don't know. It might be some affected Colombian listeners here, but I'm sorry about that. But for me, it was like meeting Drake. Whoa. Of the drug world.
Drake of the drug world?
Yeah. Whoa. Because it's like I've seen. Alexis made a good point.
They're the best at what they do, huh?
Alexis made a good point. She was like, yeah. And this is coming from my girlfriend who's half white. She watched Narcos with me originally, and she's like, it's almost like, she's like, now that I see everything, it's like, yo, that shit's real. Like, it's not a fantasy.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm saying Netflix fantasizes Pablo. Like, he's a fucking fantasy character to people, bro. But until you go speak to people who know about the history, and you go there and you see it, and you, like, that man was terrible. He was a fucking horrible human being.
How many cartel or individual people are responsible for over 60,000 bodies, bro? 62,000.
That's fucking crazy.
That's wild.
And one of the Sicario members we met apparently had over 200 bodies to his name. He had just came out from doing 20 years in prison in Colombia. So, yeah.
Wasn't it Colombia or in the States and he got extradited back?
I don't remember. I know he had did 20 years or some shit, yeah.
And then he got extradited back.
And, yeah, man, that shit's crazy. Like, to think that even in one of the hitmen was still working for Pablo even after his death. Remember, we went to go take the picture. He started mopping after we left. Yeah. He started mopping Pablo's grave because that's where we were stepping on to keep it clean. I'm like, yo, that's crazy how he had dudes indoctrinated because of money and power, man. That's fucking nuts.
El patrón.
Yeah, el patrón. So that was cool. And like I said, Comuna 13 was awesome. The food.
I know what I'm watching.
The street food was good. Huh?
So I know what I'm watching tonight.
What?
I gotta run it back.
Bro. I gotta run it back. I have to run it back.
Now I kind of want to though.
I talked to Alex about it after, and I was like, he's like, yo, he's like dead ass watching it tonight.
Yeah, I gotta watch. I
gotta run it back. I gotta run it's gonna be back. Different
for sure because it's probably gonna definitely be watched through a different lens.
Way different
lens.
We from the
yo, low key, right? Alexa's like, would you ever go back? I'm like, nah, I wouldn't go back only off the sense of like, there's too many other Hispanic-esque places we need to go to. Like, again, I still believe we need to do like all-inclusive
Mexico,
like DR or anything.
In Mexico, DR got to be the next one.
Bro, we got to do DR. Like, DR is screaming for us to go. It's cheap. It's fucking beautiful.
And we can deadass relive what we did on Sunday.
Every day, if we was to stay at an all-inclusive. Every day. That should be fire, bro.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, either way, I liked Medellin for the most part. Thought it was gorgeous. It's probably the prettiest city I've ever been to be honest, just from the mixture of how nature and modernization comes together. I will say Colombians are very stuck up. Almost like they believe that they're Jeff Bezos and we're the peasants.
Why do you say that? I don't know what happened.
A lot of the way they talk to you, their faces, like,
you don't think they're
almost
stuck
like
up, or you
if
think
they
just
look
don't
down on you
because we're American? That's what it is.
Probably it could be that. Like, remember the experience at Carmen where the girl was like laughing in all the girls' faces when they tried to say we didn't have a reservation there. Like, they was legit.
They laughed in their face.
What? They didn't tell you a story?
Nah.
How they was laughing in like Jess and Karina's face because we didn't have a reservation and we were like fighting for it. And then she like told like Karina like, oh, who's the one with the name on the reservation? And then Karina was like, oh, that's her, Jess. She's like, she like literally legit turned her attention straight to Jess and ignored Karina for the whole time. But anyways, outside, I just felt like they felt like whenever they were able to flex that they were for Colombia or known something, that they took full advantage. Probably because like they'll say we're American. Could be that. But I don't know, man. Something I didn't feel ever like, except maybe in the hotel. In our own hotel is where I felt maybe the most like forward-friendly people. Other than that, it felt like either panhandlers or dudes were just
I'll give you for those that are listening, I'll give you a perfect example of why they thought that we were marks. So marks as in just being like, you know, I don't know if you don't know, fuck you. So we went out to a certain area in Medellin. Frank and Alexis didn't come, and we go up and they're asking you to go into these different bars or clubs. And when we go to one of these clubs, they kind of shoo us in, and then they immediately put us sitting at a table, and they don't really tell us anything. And we're in a group of 8-9 people with us, and so our translator Karina, we ask her like, "Yo, like, are they charging us just to sit here? Like, what's going on?" So she talks to the person that shoot us in, and he said, in order for us to sit there, it's 100 American. And as soon as he said American,
wait, what?
Yeah. Right. As soon as we heard the term like American dollars, I was like,
Did
nah.
you guys tell me this story?
Probably not. Maybe not. I don't
know.
But as soon as we heard American dollars, I was like, fuck that. Let's get out of here. We like quickly looked at each other and we all basically dipped. As we're leaving, though, you can see the dude was pulling up with a hookah. So I'm sure he was in the charge for that shit, too. And it was $100 American just to sit there.
You crazy.
Not that we are cheap, but because they thought we were just going to go with it because we can afford it. And when he used the unit of measurement of American dollars, where we've never heard that in the entire time that we were there, we knew that they thought we were marks. And they can eat a whole bowl of fucking dicks.
Nah,
that's crazy. So they try to come up on Americans thinking we was stupid. Like, fam, we know what the foreign exchange currency is. Like, what is wrong with
Why
you?
did you say 100 Americans?
Okay.
What the fuck? You think we dumb enough to fall for that shit? Fuck
and so
out
you
of
guys
here.
just dipped.
Walk right past him. He was walking up with a hookah, and we were walking past him.
What he said? He didn't say nothing.
He just was like, "What the fuck?" And we just kept walking.
What the fuck is you trying to play us, stupid?
And that just that small little snippet is what I felt like when we were walking anywhere. It didn't help that we were 10 deep everywhere we went.
Yeah. We looked like a fucking tour.
We looked like we were the tour, and it just looked like that. And I mean, it didn't help us, but at the same time, they didn't like that, so they treated us as such. And I can understand that because they can hate on us. And it's just the reality. I'm not even mad at it. It's just what it is. What it is.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. Medellin was a good experience in a sense as well. Like us, like I feel like it, especially that Sunday where we was all partying on the rooftop. Like it was like that was like a capsulizing moment of what we are. Like we create fun wherever we are, whenever it is, when we want. Like that moment was like, oh yeah, let's just chill on a rooftop, and then it just became a fucking lit ass time where we all got smacked, jumping in and out of the pool. People were like from outside our group are yelling and dancing with us and making shit. It's like people noticed that we were having a good ass time.
Hell yeah.
You know, the DJ playing what we want. So yeah, it was definitely cool. That was another moment that me was like, man, if we just got each other, no matter where the fuck we at, we're gonna have a lit ass time. It don't matter what it is, and that's always kind of been our thing, right? Like even when we were kids, we would just, even if it was just a Friday night, we was at your house downloading music on LimeWire. Like we would just have fun doing that. Right. It wasn't even nothing as long as we were just all together, just chilling, and that's how I felt that night too. Like it reminded me, like, damn, we got a good core fucking friends here. Like, you know, everybody's just a good fucking time. Everybody's a good vibe.
Yeah, so. I mean, it just goes to show you another lesson that I learned from it is from this trip is
go single all the time.
Go single all the time. Yeah, that's probably the best part. Is the company you keep is more important than the place that you are.
Yes.
So, like, you can go to a shitty club, and if you're with the right people, that shit is lit.
Facts.
You go to a fucking country where they don't even want you there, and you can make it lit. It's just the company you keep is way more valuable than anything.
Yeah, for sure. I agree 1,000% because y'all even know me. I don't even drink like that. Doesn't put me on to some shit, some old fashioned shit. I was getting lit off them hoes in that bitch.
And that's the funny thing is that that was like a sweeter version of the old fashioned.
That
had like a little bit of orange.
Yeah,
that's what he
it tastes
needs.
Orangey to me, and I like that.
Yeah,
that's what he needs. He can't have
the next time you have an old fashioned. Ask for more, like a little more citrus in that bit.
I'm like, yo, let me get a little more citrus. He's like,
oh, this is
fucking changing here for you. This is America. Bleed red, white, blue.
This bitters, this berries.
Get this bitch some water.
That's the thing I yell at me. Get this bitch some water. Oh shit. Yeah, man. So if I was to say, go visit Colombia for sure, especially if you want to have a good time. If you're gonna go to Medellin or Bogota and you're a single man, you're probably gonna have a grand old time if you're into possible STDs. If not, it's a good sightseeing thing, but I don't think I'll ever go back personally. I think there's other places I would much rather go than go back there, but I'm more than appreciative of going, and I'm glad I went to Colombia with you guys and seen and experienced that, because now those are memories forever. So yeah.
I mean, the lit thing too is like I think that's not a bad trip. That's inexpensive and you can do for a weekend.
Yeah, facts. You could literally do that trip 3 days, cheap as fuck. Stay somewhere nice, cheap.
Facts.
And it's not even much money. Like the hotel, I felt like I was about to leave there with like $4K in debt on 7 different credit cards, and it wasn't that, bro. It wasn't even that, and the food was banging. It was like good quality food, like it was high end food at that hotel. And I was spending like $16 on my fucking what was it, Brian, that we had?
The New York strip?
That fucking beef shit Turkey had, and then I
brisket.
ate it too. Oh man, that fucking breakfast brisket, boy.
I never got my ass
with
up
the
for
corn
that.
hash, Brian. Remember with the corn hash?
Yo, that shit was amazing, dude.
I never got up for that.
Yeah, you should have got up for that. That shit would have changed your life.
Yeah.
You'd have probably cut the hoes. I don't mean the brisket.
God damn. He would have ate that. He would have been like, damn,
He would have ate the brisket. He would have ate the brisket. They ate the monkey.
Hey, 2 of the monkeys.
He said I would have cut the brisket and the monkey now.
Yes, sir. Right in the bum.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Overall, what do you guys say? Colombia was a good trip. It was a good experience.
8.
8. I'm with you. I think 8 is a perfect number. What about you, Bri?
I'll give it a 9.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
And I feel bad. Like Brian legit had to do a lot of labor. Granted, we helped him.
I had a good time.
You had to do a lot of manual labor up and down them hills, boy.
Yeah, she was struggling, but she did it.
She did it though. I would say that. Shout out to Monty. She took that shit like a champ. She did it. Especially when Brian got her foot stuck. That shit was crazy.
She did that shit.
Alone.
I did that stuff.
She did that shit.
Alone. You didn't do shit, bro.
Solo. Okay. I didn't get any quick hits, guys, because I thought we would just stay on our Colombian trip. So.
Yeah. I mean, I figured that would be the case. I didn't understand. I don't see why we would need to. But other than that, I mean,
we back. We should be back at a normal schedule every week, right, fellas?
God damn it. You never take good advice, huh?
You never take good advice. That motherfucker.
He almost did it. He almost went the whole episode.
I meant we back in the sense of like dropping every week. This is the last. We haven't dropped in like 2 weeks.
All right.
Was it 2 weeks or 1?
More, bro.
I'd be losing track of time. But yeah. I don't have anything else, guys. I'm sorry.
Alrighty.
I was trying to think about something right quick.
No, bro.
Well, do you guys want to talk about the most popular show right now?
What?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
I haven't finished it. Brian did though.
I did too.
You guys finished it,
Motherfuckers!
I mean,
you could just go on Google and look what the ending like literally is.
How far?
The last episode is
Thanks,
like,
buddy.
But I'm just saying, like, it's the last episode is really not. You're not missing that much. It's like him thinking about like the past, like his past, and it's not.
How far did you get into it?
I'm at the part where I guess his dad pulls up with the new wife.
Oh, he got left in the whole summer.
He's like, "Why are you home by yourself?"
Yeah, he got left in the whole summer.
And then they went to like breakfast or some shit.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at right there.
I'll tell you this: for those that haven't watched Dahmer yet, the doc on Netflix. If you didn't know what the fuck we were talking about, that shit is really like gut wrenching at parts. Not gut wrenching, but it's very uncomfortable.
Yes,
it's done very well in the sense that you get a real understanding of how uncomfortable and how disgusting the situations were. But those shits were depicted in a weird and strange way.
And he fucking acts like perfectly.
He's an actor, bro.
I mean,
he's good at being weird.
And also for those that don't know, we kind of almost assume that people know what the fuck we're talking about. This particular biopic is about Jeffrey Dahmer, on Netflix, about a serial killer that not only killed a bunch of victims, specifically gay men most of the time. He killed them. No, because the first two, you don't know if they were gay or not.
Oh, okay.
The runner wasn't gay.
And the hitchhiker. Or
oh, yeah.
The runner dude, the jogger wasn't gay.
Yeah,
remember he tried to do something. He was like, "Yo, what's up with you, B?"
Yeah.
And then he got tight and they hit him.
No, that wasn't the jogger. That was the hitchhiker. That's the same person that you're talking about.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
The runner he was just obsessed with.
Yeah. Either way, truthfully,
that was weird.
It was very uncomfortable. It's about Jeffrey Dahmer, a serial killer that not only killed a bunch of victims but also ate them and stored their body parts and a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
The race things related to it, homophobic things related to it, and why this shit didn't stop.
Police not paying attention related to it. It's like it's like a mixture of parents not being there for him. Like, it's just like a mixture, cocktail of things that was able to like create this person, Jeffrey Dahmer. It's kind of crazy, bro.
Yep.
There's like so many things happen at the same time that created like this perfect fucking storm of a serial killer.
I mean, they depicted it in a way where it's a perfect storm, but to me, based on real facts and in the way that it was depicted, it was just fantasized a little bit.
Right.
It was just negligence.
Right.
It was a lot of like the person himself was neglected up until the crime. Every crime that happened was just a bunch of negligence that allowed it to continue to happen.
Right.
Rather than being a perfect storm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I highly recommend watching it if you're not squeamish or if you're not scared of stuff or if you like serial killer shit. Because I don't know why people in the U.S. are like
with fucking
serial killers or
it's kind of weird. How
there's
a legit culture of people who are into mass murderers and serial killers.
The other day I was like, Chanti, are you like obsessed with this shit? Because all her fucking TikTok now is fucking straight up, oh, did you know this about Jeffrey Dahmer? Because of the show, obviously. Now it's like all popular on TikTok. And it's just like, bro, right, we watched the fucking show. I try to watch that show as fast as possible because I was tired of that shit. It was 10 episodes. Too many episodes.
It was too many.
I would say. Way too many fucking episodes. They could have cut that down at least to 5.
Okay.
No,
there's goddamn 10 episodes.
6, 7, 8 max. But there was a couple episodes that could have been cut out.
10 episodes of that? Him fucking murdering and raping people is fucking crazy to me. Like that people get paid to fucking make that shit. That's wild to me.
I think that was like one of the outcries of the community over social media about the show. Was like that they're like promoting the killing of black people as well as the killing of gay people, but I'm like,
they're promoting killing. That's parody.
Man, the people that say that didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
because that was a point in the show.
Yeah, like did you guys see the?
They didn't watch.
Did you guys see the Boozy video?
What?
He came out. He's saying, "Yo, we gotta cancel that Dahmer show on Netflix." He said that shit fucked up. He said all he doing is killing a bunch of black people. I'm like,
they didn't watch.
You watched the first episode.
And my thing is like, the internet's so quick to just create a problem on it. Like, yo, everything that's possibly happening in the show, maybe you should look it up to see if it actually happened. I don't think they're purposely creating a black gay character for him to purposely kill off for show purposes.
Yeah, like,
I'm pretty sure there was a gay black man he lured to his home and murdered because they both thought they were about to have sex.
They found pictures of him with all them black people.
Exactly. So like, crazy. Yeah, it's sad that it was black people, but it was sad that anybody that got killed from Dahmer, and it's fucking stupid to you create a problem off of a show. If you want to argue the point, like, oh, the victims of the family should be getting some sort of compensation.
Facts.
Sure, that's any day. I'm with that. Like, yeah, you're technically capitalizing off trauma. Like, you're capitalizing off people's horrific past or events that happened to their family. So if those people or victims are not getting money,
they even get into that, bro.
They do get into that in the show.
Yes.
Yeah. They talk about how the victims don't. They dead ass like fuck off.
You'll just continue to watch it, bro.
Yeah.
They cover all the bases. They cover from the race side. They come from the homophobic side. They come from the victims and financial compensation for things about Jeffrey Dahmer. They even go into fanfare for Jeffrey Dahmer. They get into all of that, bro.
I don't even know how you pay people for that. Like for Jeffrey Dahmer, like killing your family. Like how do you sue Jeffrey Dahmer if he's broke?
Nah, it's if they have big proceeds for it.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, but yeah, I like the show so far, and I'm gonna finish it. So
yeah,
I can't give my full opinion, but I don't even think my opinion would really matter unless the show just conveys Dahmer in a way we don't know. So, all right, yeah, that's all I got.
All right, do you have anything else, Brian?
Thank you so much for listening and still listening to us and following us. If you got this far, please share, follow, everything 2 sides, coins. both of the sides of the coin. No, I'm just kidding. Two sides of a coin podcast.com, baby. Spell that thing out. You tired? You tired? You bored?
I'm tired because it's twosidespodcast.com.
Twosidespodcast.com, motherfuckers.
We need that.
You tired? You bored?
But yeah, I second everything Brian said. If you haven't already, subscribe, rate, review, share.
Please.
And that's it. Frank,
until next time, Brian.
Stay classy.
Bitch.
Medellin.
There we go. I love that I had to lead